From a football icon to being a criminal, this is heart-thrilling tale of Brazilian football sensation Ronaldinho and his brother, now behind bars in a Paraguayan prison.
The former Brazilian football star Ronaldinho and his brother are being detained in Paraguay.
Their bank accounts holding a mere $6. But what really happened to our superstar? If we rewind the clock, you'll find them growing up in the heart of Brazil's tough streets, Porto Alegre. Their home? A simple wooden house, a symbol of their modest beginnings. Born into the world of hardship, Ronaldinho knew early on that he needed to step up and support his family. But their journey into the soccer world was not so easy. Can you believe Ronaldinho's dad actually told him to play without shoes? The reason? Poverty. Because he couldn't afford the shoes, but it was a blessing in disguise for Ronaldinho, who actually improved his ball control. A move that seemed crazy but somehow made sense. And there is Roberto, Ronaldinho's older brother, who became a soccer sensation in their neighborhood when he was just 16. With such a standout sibling, Ronaldinho felt the pressure to make his family proud. Despite being much younger, Ronaldinho dedicated himself to the game, practicing day in and day out on the streets alongside his brother. From here on, they embarked on their journey to success. Their shared dream was simple: to make it big in the professional soccer. And guess what? Their father recognized their incredible talent early on and became their coach, guiding them through hours of practice. Roberto got the contract early on at the club Grêmio and stood as a rock for the family, a dependable support amidst their struggles. Ronaldinho managed to rise above poverty and make a happy return home just in time to celebrate Roberto's 18th birthday. Little did he know that the visit would mark a turning point in his life, altering its course forever. Tragedy struck when their father, the very cornerstone, who had given up everything to fuel the brothers' dreams of becoming soccer professionals, suffered a heart attack. In a heartbreaking twist of fate, he fell into a pool and met his end through drowning, shrouding what should have been a time of celebration in mourning and grief. At a mere 8 years of age, Ronaldinho's determination had no limits. He pushed himself even harder, fueled by the aspiration of securing a contract and providing for his family. Meanwhile, the weight on Roberto's shoulders was heavy, yet the initial chapters were promising. Roberto's contributions led Grêmio to triumphs, earning titles and turning the spotlight of the national team towards him. However, life's twist can be unforgiving. Just as things were gaining momentum, fate stepped in. A severe knee injury knocked Roberto off course, compelling him to sideline his playing career for a grueling 8-month period. The year 1998 marked a significant turning point as Premier recognized Ronaldinho's potential, officially christening him a professional soccer player. Meanwhile, Roberto took on the role of his manager. It was as if their dreams were materializing before their eyes. However, amidst the achievements, Ronaldinho grappled with a bitter reality. No matter the heights he scaled, his father's presence in the stadium would remain a forever wish. Over the next 3 fruitful years at Grêmio, Ronaldinho's star shone brighter as Brazil clinched victory in the Confederation Cup. This spectacular success didn't go unnoticed. Like fire started to lit, numerous clubs wanted the young prodigy's signature. And after a whirlwind of negotiations, he ultimately found himself signing for PSG and wearing the colors of PSG. In the world of soccer, Ronaldinho was a superstar. He had everything he wanted as a rich athlete, but there was a big problem. He started caring more about partying than practicing. He would go out to clubs a lot and skip training. Surprisingly, he still played very well in games. But in 2003, the team he was on, PSG, had enough of his partying and decided to sell him. Many top soccer teams wanted Ronaldinho on their side, but he chose Barcelona. They were struggling at that time compared to Real Madrid. However, Ronaldinho changed everything. He was incredibly good at the game. His fancy footwork amazed everyone, and he was super fast on the field. He won a bunch of awards, like the FIFA Player of the Year, twice Ballon d'Or, and helped Barcelona win the Champions League. Even though he had all this success, it couldn't make up for the sadness of losing his father. After a few years, people started worrying about Ronaldinho's behaviors again. He seemed more interested in partying than playing soccer. Things got really bad when he showed up drunk to practice. This almost made him lose his focus on the game. As fate would have it, another rising star was beginning to shine at Barcelona, the young Leo Messi. In this crucial moment, Ronaldinho stepped in as a guiding light for the reserved Messi. With a caring hand, he helped Messi find his place within the team, soothing the nerves of the shy boy and imparting the wisdom to navigate the immense pressure that came with the spotlight. Yet Barcelona was cautious. They didn't want Ronaldinho's negative behaviors to influence the budding talent of Messi. Moreover, it appeared that Ronaldinho himself was seeking a fresh chapter in his professional journey. Thus, in 2008, a decision was made. He would head to Italy. AC Milan, a club willing to provide a platform for his resurgence, welcomed him. Initially, things seemed promising, but old habits proved to overtake the star. Once more, Ronaldinho found himself drawn to the habit of the nights, immersing in Italy's vibrant nightlife. After a span of 3 years, Milan decided to part ways with him. From there, Ronaldinho's footballing ventures led him back to Brazil, specifically to the club Fluminense. Interestingly, it appeared he had an unusual clause in his contract, one that allowed him to indulge in nighttime adventures. The year 2015 marked a significant turning point for the soccer legend Ronaldinho. Despite his deep affection for the sport, he decided to distance himself from it. Surprisingly, even after experiencing a roller coaster of events throughout his professional career, his decision-making didn't seem to improve. Despite his reduced earnings after retirement, he continued his partying ways and indulging in late-night parties more often. However, beneath the core of a party boy, Ronaldinho concealed a deeper truth. He wasn't truly happy. Unfortunately, he never got the help he needed. The situation spiraled further as he ventured into a path of reckless actions. He left unpaid bills, got into questionable cryptocurrency schemes, and found himself in repeated conflicts with Brazilian authorities. A striking example of this downward trajectory was his unauthorized construction of a bridge on his property, a transgression that left the authorities with no choice but to take legal actions against the once adored idol. As investigations unraveled, a disheartening reality emerged. Ronaldinho was buried under a mountain of debt, with a mere $6 left in his bank account, a stark contrast from his millionaire status not long ago. In a stunning twist that caught everyone off guard, Ronaldinho and his brother Roberto stumbled into what might be the gravest mistake of their lives. The siblings found themselves behind bars in Paraguay, facing charges of attempting to enter the country using forged passports. The passports were a giveaway as they bore Paraguayan stamps, but the officials were well aware that Ronaldinho's celebrity status extended far beyond these borders. Nevertheless, the duo was arrested, and the possibility of a hefty 5-year prison sentence loomed ominously. Throughout the ordeal, Ronaldinho maintained his innocence, adamantly claiming ignorance about the counterfeit passports. He shifted the blame to those who had invited him to Paraguay, arguing that he couldn't be held responsible for the situation. Despite his protests, his defense fell on deaf ears, and he found himself confined to a Paraguayan prison. Remarkably, within those stark prison walls, a familiar spark ignited. Ronaldinho rediscovered his love for soccer, playing alongside fellow prisoners, a bit echo of his past. But even amid these unexpected turns, life wasn't done with its ironies. As he approached his 40th birthday, Ronaldinho found himself celebrating in solitude behind prison bars. After 32 days of confinement, a glimmer of hope emerged as he was granted house arrest. This freedom, however, came at a price, a hefty bail of $1.6 million. A sum that raises eyebrows and begs the question, where did the funds originate? Maybe even though things seemed really bad, Ronaldinho's money problems weren't actually so terrible. Or it's possible that there were hidden details in his situation that made things more complicated than they looked. After enduring 5 months of house arrest, Ronaldinho and his brother were finally granted the opportunity to return to their home country. All the troubles he went through seemed to make Ronaldinho wake up and realize things. It looked like he decided to take control of his life again and start moving in a different and better direction. Amidst the whirlwind of drama and upheaval, Ronaldinho embraced fresh beginnings. He assumed the role of an ambassador for a soccer team stadium, established a music studio, and even introduced his own brand of gin. Moreover, he dove headfirst into endorsement deals. mere months after his release from prison. A snapshot shared on his Instagram in March 2022 captured him beside a sleek Rolls-Royce, the picture that hinted that Ronaldinho's money situation might be getting better. Ronaldinho embarked on a cinematic endeavor, producing his very own film. The trailer offered a glimpse into its essence, hinting at a narrative that would explore the conclusion of a challenging life chapter. The trailer's words, "A difficult period of my life is about to end. Fortunately, I can never thank enough those who supported me," resonated deeply. As his life story continues, it seems Ronaldinho has taken care of his future again.